Hello, and welcome to this introductory presentation about MO1024, Advanced and Extended Scope Exposure. In this module, you will explore an advanced practice, extended scope, or dual qualification role relevant to both your profession and your identified local health service needs. You'll explore the core concepts of these roles, including scope of practice and clinical governance, and then examine the selected practice, scope, or role in greater depth, including clinical and operational aspects of implementation in a health service and the training pathway for a health professional. The intended learning outcomes for this module are that you will be able to identify local service needs relevant to an individual profession and multidisciplinary team in a rural and remote context that prompts service delivery improvements in keeping with local service strategic intent, and assess strategies and design plans aligned with local service needs to extend and reframe early career knowledge and skills. This module goes for 6 weeks with 22 hours expected workload. You can see the weekly topics here. In week 1, Introduction to Expanded Scope of Practice, you will explore expanded scope of practice and associated terms and familiarise yourself with your profession's idea of scope of practice. You'll then gain insight into the application of advanced practice, extended scope, and dual qualification roles, and start planning your exposure experience. In week 2, Introduction to Expanded Scope of Practice continued, you will consider the impact of context on your individual scope of practice and learn about the progressive nature of scope of practice. You'll record your own scope of practice and draft and discuss your exposure experience plan. In week 3, researching your chosen practice scope or role, you will undertake independent study to learn more about your chosen practice scope or role. In week 4, exploring specific aspects of your chosen practice scope or role, you will learn about credentialing and defining a scope of practice before discussing and defining your chosen practice scope or role. Finally, you will explore the challenges of establishing professional role boundaries and determining stakeholder engagement needs. In week 5, undertaking your exposure experience, you will do just that, which involves observation of practice or work shadowing and/or in-depth interviews conducted with professionals implementing the chosen practice scope or role. In week 6, reflecting upon the exposure experience, you will reflect upon, discuss and share insights from your exposure experience before synthesising your learning into a proposal protocol and training plan for the local introduction of your chosen practice scope or role. Each week you will have several learning activities that will take up to 4 hours a week to complete and includes the time you spend on your assessment. A single assessment task is due at the end of the module in week 6. This is a written proposal which will outline the advanced practice, extended scope or dual qualification role that you are proposing to be introduced to your local context. A protocol which will define the set of rules determining the boundaries if introduced, and a learning plan outlining the training requirements. You will also have the opportunity to submit a formative piece of work at the end of week 2. This is an exposure experience plan which is designed to ensure you get the most out of your exposure experience. It is not marked, but will give you some feedback on how you are going. We've built in some opportunities for you to interact with the content, the module coordinator and other participants who are taking the module at the same time. There are learning activities which include contributing to online discussions. This provides a chance and an expectation for you to swap professional insights with others who may be from the same or other health professions. This mutual exchange of knowledge is the basis of successful collaborative team practice, so we hope you'll join in. You'll find the module outline in the Start Here folder. It contains your module coordinator's contact information, all the details of the assessment task and marking criteria, information about applying for extensions, any module prerequisites, and the module calendar. Please don't hesitate to get in touch for any questions or concerns, and enjoy the module.